taking my hair down. Well, I took my hair down in the process of redoing it. So that's why I got my headscarf on. I'm gonna tidy up my kitchen. My son did it yesterday for me, so before I cook early today. I'm gonna cook early. It's almost 2 o'clock because we just having tacos, so I'm like, I can go and get this done. So, cause it's just the meat, I'm just literally doing ground meat and rice. So I'm like, I can do it. I'm gonna put me some baked potatoes in the air fryer. Well, sweet potatoes in the air fryer for me. Cause I'm back getting myself together, but I'm gonna do my hair tomorrow. I took it down today, so that's why I got my bun on down today, and I'm gonna start redoing it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, it's not gonna take me long to do it, but I'm resetting, just doing this kitchen real quick. I've been under the weather, but I'm feeling better. I think it's just something going around because everybody's been saying that they sick. I haven't even went live in a while. It's been a minute since I went live, so I'm like, let me get back on and go live. And that's really been because I haven't been. Like, I'm just now getting up and doing stuff around the house. I was supposed to today. I haven't did that. But I'm about to cook early. Because like I'm browning some ground meat and doing some rice. And warming up taco shells, and I'm gonna put me some sweet potatoes in the air fryer to have with some ground meat. I'm gonna do some ground meat for me. Or either some fish. I don't know if I want to, because we had fish last night. So I'm like, do I want more fish? Last night I had baked potato, sweet. I keep saying baked potato. I did not have baked potato. I had sweet potato. I put it in the air fryer with asparagus and baked fish. That's what I had last night. And for them, they had, well, me and baby with the sweet potatoes. And then they had stuff, like it was like a baked potato, but loaded mashed potatoes. And then Sunshine had yams. So I did 3 different sides, and asparagus, and tonight is taco night, and I'm feeling, like I said, I'm about to cook, do all that early. I feel better. I haven't went live in a while. It's been a minute since I went live just because I haven't been feeling the best. I don't know if I'm gonna do my hair with y'all like I did the last time. I did take it down this morning, so that's why my headscarf on, because I took my hair down. My intentions was to go ahead and start doing it today, but I didn't. So I'm probably going to start doing it. How are you doing? I'm probably going to start doing it tomorrow. But I've just been so tired, and God been telling me to rest in Him, so that's what I've been doing, just trying to rest in Him and get myself back going. How you been feeling? Have you been sick? Because everybody's been getting sick. Like, I thought it was just me. Hi, how are you doing, Kim? I thought it was just me and my family, but I'm starting to notice everybody is being sick lately. I'm feeling better. I am feeling better, but everybody's still taking medicine. The head still there. I'm barely feeling better, but God. And then I said, God telling me to sit myself down because I really be doing a lot. Like, those of you who really be watching my content, a lot said, like, yeah, you be doing a lot. I do. And I think God was just telling me to sit down, rest in Him. And I did a video where God was saying rest in Him, and I thought I was resting in Him, and God said, no, you ain't. So I've been having kids do a little stuff around the house. So now I'm finna reset the kitchen the way that I would reset it, get that stuff done. I did kind of do it, but baby boy did the kitchen yesterday, and I just cooked dinner. So, but I want to know how y'all been feeling. Like, How has everybody been feeling? Like, has anybody else been feeling sick, or like God has been just shifting them? Because I just been in this shift stage where I don't know. And then I'm very transparent and I'll be honest. Like, I'm like, God, I know God has me somewhere. And he's shifting me in this season in my life. I don't know where he has me going. I know, but I don't know. And that's literally, I did content about that. Like, where it's kind of like, I know, but I don't know. And I'm just kind of like, I'm here for whatever God has for me, but I don't really know where he's taking me. I know where he's taking, and it might sound weird to some that ain't been where I'm at, but I know where he's taking me, but I don't know where he's taking me, and I'm having total faith because I'm out of the corporate world. So it's just like, okay, God, where are you taking me? I should spray that spray, y'all. That was not smart when we just getting over all this right here. Excuse me. But I haven't been sick. Oh, I'm sorry about your knee. Okay, but yeah, this God thing, I'm like, but we all gonna be okay. We all gonna be okay. But I think he literally had me sick because, and he does it all the time. He'll be telling me to rest, and I think I'm resting, but I'm really not resting. And that man will be telling me to rest, and I be still thinking I'm resting. I'm resting. It's just because, especially with me being here at the house, I can't just sit and do, I be feeling like I'm doing nothing. But then when I think back in my head of all the stuff that I'm doing every day, I'll be like, I don't did a lot. Like this morning, I did the room. I cleaned the room, you know, did all this stuff, made the bed, did all that. I worked out this morning. I'm doing the kitchen. I'm about to cook. But that's all I did. See, I didn't really do nothing today. I took my hair down. I really didn't do much today. So today was a light day for me. A really light day. And all I'm doing is grounding up some meat. Literally. Making some already packaged rice. All I gotta do is pour it out the package. That's easy. That's simple. But I don't know, but sometimes I did a lot. Washed and vacuumed, which I was supposed to vacuum today. I ain't even get to it. Like literally I was sitting and I've been sitting with God all day. I posted some content. I did my first little coffee protein drink for the first time. I did content about that this morning. That went amazing because I really liked it, y'all. And I'm not big on coffee, and I'm not big on the protein shakes and stuff, but it actually tastes really good. Damn, for 2 months. Oh my goodness, 2 months? Why you ain't called me? Do you feel like he's shifting you from work at all? I've been thinking about you with that. I'm surprised you ain't called me. I've been thinking about you in the shift. You know, I was like, I wonder if she's feeling anything with that. I spoke to one of my other sisters in Christ, and her and her husband is going through that shift. They both been sick and they haven't been able to go to work. And she was saying that she feels like God is like taking them out of the work industry. And I was just telling her, you kind of like that video that I did where God's chosen ones, like he's really removing a lot of us from work, like working for man and working for him, really making it where he's the CEO of our life and he's making us entrepreneurs where we're working for him. Majority of us. Some of us, he will still have us in the corporate world because we'll be doing work for him, you know, where we'll be basically working for him still in the corporate world, drawing people closer to him. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And it's like so many people, like mostly everybody that I'm close to, they're feeling that shift. And I just keep telling people, like, we really have to be ready. In life fasting, we have to fast. We have to build our relationship with God. This at such time as this, like it's real. It's real, and people not taking it serious, and they still want to play. And It ain't time to play. Like I be telling people, I be like, look, God had me, like when he had me in Proverbs, I was like, everybody needs to read Proverbs so y'all will know where I'm at. Everybody in here needs to read Proverbs so you'll know exactly where I'm at. God is not playing with us. It is serious, and people don't be taking it serious. They be thinking most of the time they think we crazy. Let's just be real. Most of the time people think we crazy, but then when stuff start going the way we know it's gonna go, then everybody looking at us trying to figure it out because God speaks to us in parables and they ain't gonna understand because they wasn't trying to listen to him. They gonna be Dan who's crazy. Dan who's, oh wait, now you wanna know what I was saying. But I was trying to talk to you all these years. I was trying to tell you. Now you wanna know, but you better be glad I'm a child of God. They think they don't talk to her. Don't invite her because all she gonna do is talk about God. Yep, that's all I'm gonna do. I tell everybody that. That's definitely what I'm gonna be doing. You can laugh, you can crack jokes, you can do all that, but you better be trying to listen. While you cracking jokes about me talking about God, you better be trying to draw closer to him because you're not saying that he's not bringing to our attention at such a time as this, over and over and over for no reason. So pay attention. It's for such a time as this. It's being said for. But yeah, I was like, let me just hop on this live real quick while I'm doing these dishes before I start cooking. I cooked early yesterday too. Actually able to sit down before I started fixing plates and stuff. And it was a good, and I did baked fish, asparagus, I did potatoes for them. And then we had rolls and shrimp. I put a picture of somebody's plate. It wasn't my plate because they had potatoes. I put somebody's plate on my short. I put somebody's plate on the short, on my post. Show the plate. I said I was showing a plate, like plating my food on the short at least once a week. So I was like, let me do this plate since it looked, because it looked a little fancy. Y'all know I ain't no chef or nothing, but I'm like, the cooking was blessed by God. So I'm like, we'll put that one on here because I ain't doing nothing fancy all week. Tonight. Tomorrow, baby boy is supposed to do breakfast for them, so I won't be cooking tomorrow. And what's tomorrow? Wednesday? And then I don't even know what's going on Thursday. Or was he cooking Thursday? He might was cooking Thursday. Oh, thank you. Thank you, girl. I'll be over here trying something to try to get the content, trying to do what God's telling me to do. I'm trying. I'm growing slowly. I say I'm growing slowly. I'm like, okay, God said it would be slow, but it's coming. As long as I stay consistent, people coming, because I ain't had too many, what do they call them, trolls and stuff. So I'm like, quality over quantity. So I'm like, God is doing his thing. I'm really happy with my growth. On my other channel, it was doing really, really good too. I'm like so close to 700 over there. I'm like, wow, that channel was going so good. And then over here, I'm close to 300, which is quick because, you know, on this channel, it really started being consistent in December. So, and I think it was like 50 subscribers on here in December. So I think that's pretty good. It's the content that I'm doing. Like, I'm not being negative. I'm talking about God. It's all positive. So I think that's good. The way it is growing with me just doing positive stuff. So I think I did share with y'all. I'm back on my journey. I actually I gained 10 pounds. I've gained 10 pounds. So we back on in our life, right? My sunshine told me yesterday, he was like, you look better like that. You look better since you gained the pounds. Like, you were looking sick. What are you trying to do? And I'm like, no, we were supposed to lose get under a certain weight. Like I need to be under a certain weight. And that's what I was trying to do. So, and I thought I only had 25 pounds to go, but actually I have, I think I said 45 altogether. So the goal is to lose 5 pounds by the end of March. Because I like to set the small goals, not just go for the big goals. I need to do the stainless steel spray on my stainless steel stuff. We won't do that today. I like to do small goals first. So goal is 5 pounds by the end of this month. By April, 5 pounds. And then we're just gonna keep going like that. And I'm listening since I had the hysterectomy. Might just be in my head. It's a little bit harder for me. That might be in my head. I ain't did no research on it, but that's just me. And it might be in my head. I don't know. I ain't did no research at all, so I don't know. I'm thinking it might be in my head. It might just be me. And how I'm feeling. We'll see. I'm gonna have to do some research on it, or you know, everybody's body's different too. So maybe no research is needed. It might just be how I am. I'm gonna use this pot, so I ain't gonna put this up. Did I put the other pot? No, the other pot. Then I'm gonna use. I'm gonna rinse this out. I was saying that, I literally said that on the video. I was like, and I know some people be trying to get their weight up. And I'm like, we need to do this together. I said, those of you trying to get your weight up, and those of you that's trying to lose, we can probably do something together. We can work at this together. Because I know it's a lot of people that, girl, I wish I could give you some of what I'm trying to lose. Wouldn't that be an easy fix? I give you 20 pounds. How much you want? How much do you want? Because I'm trying to lose 45. How much you want to gain? And if we could do a trade-off. I give you 20. Do you want to gain 20? I give you 20 of it. Girl, that would be, I wish it was that easy. See? Look. See, wouldn't that be good if we could just say, God, can we just do an exchange? Like, let me just give it to her. She wants it. I'm gonna put the hard shells in this, y'all. So we're gonna keep this out. So I normally put it in the air fryer, but we're gonna get all of that done. I sure will give it to you so quick. I would have no problems. Cause girl, after this hysterectomy, like I was losing weight. Well, it was on my journey. You've been on my journey with me since I've been losing my weight the last couple of years. I was losing weight so good. After I had that hysterectomy, I'm still losing weight. I don't know what happened. Something happened. Did I get happy? Because that man we got back good. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Did I get happy? I don't think that's what happened because we've been good for some. I don't know what happened, but y'all, weight been waiting. Like, look at the face. It's all chunky and stuff. But the good thing is we can still fit all the clothes. So we caught it before it got real bad. That's the good thing, because had it got too bad, I was like, well, we refused to go all the way back. Like, some people know where I was. You know where I was, Alyssa. Like, you seen it. I think you've seen me at my heaviest. Yeah, and that's how I feel like it's been. But you know what? I think it's better to gain and lose slow. Like for me, I've lost. Like when I lost all the weight, it's been slow. It's been years, and like real fast. I've lost slow, and I think that's what's helping me maintain. Because like literally, all I've gained is 10 pounds. That's literally all I have gained. And that's me being like, this would have been around my cycle time right now. So, you know, where you gain a couple extra pounds, like 5 pounds extra during that time anyway. So I could have just literally gained 5 pounds. I don't know. I have to check in 2 weeks because I'm not just going to be weighing myself. I used to be addicted to the scale. So I'm not going to just be standing on it like doing like I used to do. But Like, I used to be pretty big. And see, with me, I used to gain really fast. Now I don't, because I was thinking about it. I was like, okay, you had the hysterectomy in September. You was literally in the bed all of August. I couldn't really do much. So from August all the way up to March, I think that's a good amount of time where I only gained like between 5 and 10 pounds. What you think? I think that's pretty, like, that's not really bad where I haven't been able to work out and stuff. I think that's pretty good for somebody who haven't been able to work out because of a surgery. Like, I'm able to do none of those things. So I'm like, okay, well, don't be too hard on yourself. That's good. You weren't able to work out. You weren't able to, you know, do the things that you were doing to keep your weight off. So I'm trying to give myself credit for that, because like, I had my surgery September the 16th, and I went on leave from work on August the 26th. And y'all know, like, when you have, like, I couldn't do nothing after the hysterectomy. Couldn't exercise, couldn't go to the gym or nothing like that. So from September to now, I couldn't go to the gym or nothing. I tried to go back after my 6 weeks, but I had complications, so I had to stop. So I really think, like, me only gaining a little amount of weight without being able to work out at all, I'm trying to, because if it was somebody else other than me, I would give that person credit. So I'm trying to give myself credit where credit is due. Like, you did good maintaining and was able to work out. You did good. Because it could have been a lot worse. And I actually was honest. Like, I wasn't lying. I wasn't doing content and saying, oh, you know, eating good. Like, I was telling y'all, I'm buying little dedication. I ain't doing good over here. The struggle is real. Like, I literally was being good the last couple of weeks. I had been buying little Debbie cakes, and I was telling, I know that I'm not doing good. I know that I'm not. And I'm gonna be honest, I ain't gonna lie to nobody, because I can't lie to God. Like, He sees. So I don't care what man, why am I gonna lie to people? If God can see me, why am I lying to people about what's going on? That's the way that I look at it. Like, God sees all. Why am I gonna lie to people? He can see me. Okay, this gotta go to the dirty clothes. Yeah, I guess I was. Well, just around the house, but I've always did that around the house. I guess I was. But girl, this little 10 pound, look at my face. How fat it is. I look like I did when I was at, what was the name of that daycare? London's Learning Center. That's how my face looks now. Look like I did back at London's Learning Center. But we gonna get this together though. That's what matters, is we gonna get it together. It don't matter where we at. Now it's about where we going. Right? It's about where we are going. And we're gonna get it together. I need to put this up. See, I was set up for everybody being sick in the house. Let me put that up now like this. I thought I was gonna do what I did. But yeah, I feel like my face looked like I did when I was at London's Learning Center back in them days, but it's okay. We finna get it together. I'm finna let these people in this house eat what they want to eat, and I'm finna get back on eating what I'm supposed to eat. Because, baby, who ain't finna be walking around, not able to walk around here and with high blood pressure and all the stuff that I might get because I'm choosing not to do right. See, I'm gonna do these for them. I don't even like them, so y'all ain't gotta worry about me. If I want, oh dang, I only have 2 of these left. I only had somebody else needs. These are my low carb. I'm gonna have to give me some more. Somebody else must have thought that they was the regular ones. There's only 2 left and there's 6 in here. But these have 0 sugar, 10 grams of protein, and 110 calories. I get these for me. Somebody must have thought that they was the regular ones because they almost. And the regular ones have a lot in them, which I don't eat these. These have 34 carbs. These have, oh, I guess I could eat them. It don't even make a difference. These have 32 carbs. But no, these have 110 calories and these have 220 calories. But I could break this like half in this one to get what this one have. I guess that's what I'll do. But this only has of protein. This one has 10. Protein is what's most important to me, so I won't eat a whole lot. If it don't have a lot of protein and you're trying to lose, you'll tend to snack a lot. Like today, I did my protein coffee along with my protein shake. I made that, and all I've had today is that and my a piece of fish and my sweet potato and some shrimp. That's what I've had today so far. So now I'm gonna do 2.5 things of ground turkey. I'm gonna do 2 things of rice. I'm gonna put these shells on for them, and I'm gonna do me 2 sweet potatoes, and I'm gonna make me like a bowl or something, y'all. I don't know what I'm gonna create, but I'm gonna create me something. I really think I'm gonna do 3 sweet potatoes for me, just so I have one for lunch tomorrow too, because I'm really loving the sweet potatoes. I just gotta get back on track. I worked out for like 20 minutes. I'm gonna work out again. I'm gonna go ahead and ground the meat, put the rice on, put the stuff on. And another thing that I did, but I can't, well actually I can do it. I would make Alicia, I would buy, because y'all know I have a sweet tooth. I love sweets. Another thing that I do that would help me is I would make these brownies, or Alicia would make them, and I would cut them up in little square Ziploc bags. And when I had a sweet tooth, I would just cut them up in little squares, and I would just grab like one, and that would be my sweet tooth versus that would, you know, give me what I needed with the sweet tooth versus me eating little Debbie cakes or gummies and stuff like this. So I got this out. I need to make them, y'all, because the sweet tooth has came back, and that ain't good for me. That ain't good for me. That ain't good for my health. That ain't good for none of us. Okay, so we still removing quite a bit around the house too. Yeah, okay, I saw that. That was the last thing. Melissa, you said you went back to work already. We're finna go ahead and grind the meat, y'all. Get that. I know it's so early for me to be cooking, but I just want to get away and just have it here. That's what I did last night. It was fun. I loved it for me. I loved it for me, y'all. I did. I loved it for me. I was like, I get to go in there and sit down. Nothing. And then the kids already knew. They knew not to touch the dinner. Because baby boy, you know, he's a boy. So he was putting his little stuff in the air fryer. Like they already knew, don't touch the dinner. We just done cooking early. Fix y'all your little stuff, but don't touch the dinner. So I like that. If I cook early, they already know, okay, we ain't gonna touch it. We gonna wait until dinner time. We gonna just go on and fix us our little lunch. So I think that's what I noticed. We gonna go on ahead and get dinner going. I'm sure that they gonna come in here and eat them some. I'm gonna make sure nothing is in the air fryer, because yesterday somebody used the air fryer after dinner. Go ahead and put my sweet potatoes in the air fryer so I can make sure they're out, because I think baby boy fixed him something around probably 4 o'clock, so he'll probably come in here to fix him some about 4. I normally do dinner about 5:30, 6 o'clock, so I'm gonna make sure the air fryer is good and clear for him to be able to fix his little his little snack or lunch or whatever it is that be fixing, because at that time of day, I don't care. They be on their own with what they gonna eat. Black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt, with seasoned salt, Worcestershire sauce, 2 things of taco seasoning, complete in there. Let me show y'all what I like. I think I'm gonna use this instead. You said you went back yesterday. I went back yesterday for the first time. Oh wow. So do you think you need to be working? I don't know. Like I don't know. I think God might be trying to tell us something. I don't know. We don't need to be trying to push ourselves past no limits and stuff now. If you in pain like that, I'm just trying to figure out, like, now, sis, I don't think God will be putting you in that kind of situation. You know? Like, you have to really think about this, sis, because we don't need you working in all that pain. You got you some short-term, long-term disability. You might need to reevaluate your whatchamacallit, sis. Cause you know they'll have us up in there working. Them people don't be caring about how we feeling, as long as they got somebody in there to work. And then the kind of work that you doing, you can't be in pain and stuff. Like you can't do that. And I know God ain't telling you to do that. God ain't. I ain't gonna talk too much. We gonna have to talk, because I ain't gonna say too much on here. But you know, God ain't telling you to do that. That's you. And sometimes we do get it, because I'm girl. I don't know what's gonna go on over here, but you know, these people that have us working, and they don't about our pain. They don't be caring about how we feeling. As long as they got somebody that's going to the job, that's all they caring about. You gonna do the job, pain and all. Come on up in here. That's how my job was. That's how they was. Like, they was even telling me that they would accommodate me and all that. And I thought about it, but God, well, I didn't even think about it, because God had already told me what He had told me, like, way before it was time. So when they said that they would accommodate, I already knew it was no, because God He had been telling me months prior that He was removing me from the corporate world. He didn't say He was removing me from a job to give me another job. He said He was removing me from the corporate world. So I already knew. No, that was the devil tempting me, like they, like did Eve. Like, that was the devil tempting me. God had already told me about Eve. Like no, I ain't finna be Eve, baby. You ain't gonna tempt me by telling me something when God had already told me what not to do and what He was gonna do. I'm gonna do it just for me to do. Thank you, but no thank you. I will not be tempted. I don't care what kind of trials and tribulations I have to go through. God gonna be right here walking these trials and tribulations. He gonna be right by my side. I'm not. Yeah, I can't. I'm not coming back. If I come back to this y'all, then I'm gonna be moving outside of God. I've been moving outside of God too long ago. And He told me that He was removing me, and now what He said is showing. I have to follow what He's telling me to do. So, of course I ain't telling them that. I just said no thank you. No thank you. My doctor has not released me, and I left it as such as that. push yourself too hard, sis. I don't want you to hurt yourself. I don't. I know you man. I know you see God. You said you fasted. I know you're going to do exactly what God told you to do. So I don't even have to ask you that. I ain't even worried about that. I know you can do what God tells you to do. But yeah, I know they thought that they was going to bait in because God had already showed me another woman at the job, and he told me, he said, what she's going through, you're going to do the same thing. And yeah, it was a lady at my job. She was another woman of God, and me and her had briefly talked, and God had told me what she was going through, I was going to go through the same thing. And my best friend actually worked for the same company that I just left. And she told me, she was like, she said she came back. I ain't gonna tell y'all the lady name. She was like, she came back to work because I had already told her, the lady name. I was like, she's gonna leave. I said, she's not coming back. I said, God has removed her from the company or whatever. But she ended up coming back, and I was like, huh? And you know, I know my gift, and I'm like, I know what God told me. I'm like, she came back, and she was like, yes, she came back. So once God didn't tell me immediately what had happened, and then after they sent me a saying that they would accommodate me, this, that, and other, that's when God told me that that's what they did with her. After I told them no, after I was like, no, I said my doctor hasn't released me. He said that's what happened with the other person. That's what they did. And she fell for it. And he said he was proud of me. I didn't follow it. And I was like, wow. Because I was like, I know that I heard God say that I will be going through the same thing. My process would be the same way hers was. But she went back to work, and she's still there right now. And when I tell you, God had told me when I was doing, because I was doing Sparks, and God had told me that he was going to be people from that job, from that company, all of his chosen ones was going to start removing them from it. He basically said that they was hypocrites. Like, what I did a whole message on this. And y'all, people, women and men of God is dropping like flies at their company. They are dropping like flies, like they're leaving or they're getting terminated. And it's, since I left, it's like 1, 2, 3. I think 3 or 4 people, that was just January. 3 or 4 people have already left. And God had already told me I'm going to be removing my children. Those are the ones from this company because they're hypocrites. Because they say that they're faith-based and they're operating of God, and they're not. And he said, just watch. Just watch. And y'all, when I tell you they dropping like flies, they're dropping like flies. And he even told me how the ones that's leaving on their own, our conscience is what's like eating us up with it. Literally what was happening with me. Like I would do the NEO for this company, and I'd be reading the mission statement saying how we faith-based and how we're of God and how we for these kids and all this stuff. And then I'll be like, but this, I'm lying. I'm like, I feel so bad. Like it was, God was convicting me of it. I just would feel bad where I had literally stopped reading the mission statement. Yes. Real, I had literally stopped reading the mission statement, and then they was like, yeah, all of a sudden they wanted to see me do my NEO. Had never did that before. And they was like, yeah, we want to watch you do the NEO, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, why y'all want to watch me do it or whatever? So now I have to read the mission statement because that's what they want me to do. And y'all, I had stopped reading because I'm not finna lie to these people, because there was so many men and women of God that was starting to get hired with our company. And I was just feeling I was feeling bad. I'm like, I'm lying to these people, telling them that we operating of God and we faith, and they lying. I'm like, they're lying to these people. I'm like, and I don't feel right. I'm like, and my face is the first one that they see, and then I'm reading this off to them that we operate of God, and we not. Baby, God said he was going to start removing them. And baby, when I tell you these people, men and women of God, that's giving the company everything that we got, I just talked to one of them yesterday, She was a hard worker, y'all, like me. And I'm not tooting my own heart, but I'm a hard worker. Like, I'm going to give a company everything that I got. I'm going to give you everything that I got. I'm going to make sure I do my job. Somebody else can't do that. I'm going to help them with whatever they need to do. I'm going to push everybody to be the best, encourage. And that's the same way that this woman was. They terminated her. And like I told her, I said, God calls you away because he has a for you. And the job is stopping you from doing your purpose that he has for you. He has a calling on your life. And you can't do what you need to do for him because of this job. And she started crying, and she said, yes. She said, yes. She said, and God has been out. She said, I've been feeling so convicted with the things that's going on with the company. I said, and I told her, I said, you've seen more than I've seen. I said, God showed me that you would cry at night because of the things that you saw. Because she was a part of the administration, so she was right there. She saw everything, and she started crying. She said, I saw so many things that was done wrong with the company. She said so many things that was done wrong, and she was like, she said she wanted to write a book. She started naming to me all the stuff she wanted to do. Her time with God was shortened because of the company. She was working all those different hours and stuff. And she said that she wanted to, like, it was just a lot that she wanted to do for God that she couldn't do because of the company. And that's what God was saying about, and that's really what a lot of us that are chosen by God, like these jobs are stopping us from doing his work, and they're calling us away from him. That's literally why. Because we can't do his work, and then we're going to be paid in double. Like, we're going to be triple paid for doing God's work. Watch. You just got to follow his lead. Let him do what he got to do. But y'all, the people at that company dropping so fast, it's like, they getting, like, everything that God showed me, it's happening. I was like, ooh, I said, this is gonna let me know, like, if God really be talking to me or not. I said, this is gonna show me stuff, and it's really happening. It's like really happening with that job. There's so many things, and I'm like, wow. When my best friend be telling me that stuff, I be like, wow, girl, for real. She's like, yeah, like, this and that is happening, and I'm like, girl, so much tricky stuff is going on. It's like, it's a lot of stuff. I say we got to stay paid up. Yeah, we got to stay prayed up. Like, it's like everything that he revealed. Like, when I was doing Spark, the lady's name, that's the, what is it called? I don't forget, just that my mind went blank. But the lady's name, that's the superintendent of the company. One of the street signs, her name just popped up one day. And it just told me the street sign, the name of the street. And I said, that's the superintendent name of the company. I worked really close with her because I was in the corporate field. And then right after that, I get my next order, name of a company that we're about to partner with. They call Trinity. And I said, why would it be her name and then Trinity? I said, this is really sitting with me. And at this time, I'm on the phone with my best friend that's working for the company. Now, I'm on leave at this time on Spark. And she gets to talking to me, and she also carried the same gift as me. And so we just ride. I said, ooh, I can say my best friend name. I said, Andrea, I said, something finna happen. I said, this company finna go down. I said, they finna go down. I started telling her, all that stuff is happening, y'all. It's happening now. Like I said, they finna be on the news. This company has been on the news and all of it. They have been on the news, all of that stuff, because of being crooked. I'm telling y'all, everything that God showed me, it happened. And I said, I'm just so glad that I listened to God. I removed myself. I don't know what else is going to happen. I just know it's not going to be good. That's why I say we really have to listen to God. We have to be obedient to God. Even if we don't know the answers of things, we have to be obedient to God. Even if people laugh and they do all of this crazy stuff, you laugh at you, do all of this stuff, because people will laugh. But look at how they treated Jesus. Do you think you innocent? That's why why I say I don't care. People can say whatever it is that they want to say about me and think whatever they want to think about me, but I know I hear God, and I'm going to always be obedient to him. I don't put nobody before him. His word is what I go by, always what I'm going to do, because at the end of the day, I would rather for my life be nothing here and be everything there. So I don't care what nobody thinks here. I'm trying to get to everlasting with him. I don't care nothing about this here. People need to pay, like really just pay attention. Especially if you have gifts and stuff. Like, why wouldn't you want to operate in what God has gave you? Why wouldn't you want to? Why wouldn't you want to? It just doesn't make sense to me. Like it don't make sense though to me. Like, people, I don't understand. Why would you want to be here getting all of the things that you want? I ain't gonna even say the glory, because it ain't even nothing good. It's like a minute, 2 minutes. It's nothing compared to what we can get with God. Nothing compared. It's narrow with God, wide with everybody else. So if I'm looking like everybody else, you don't even gotta. If you're looking like everybody else, you already know you're doing wrong. Because God's lane is narrow. And baby, I'm going to be in the narrowest lane as possible. Sure do. Well, I say laugh, do whatever it is you want. But just remember, I can't take you with me. And I tell my kids that I can't take you with me. You're growing up. My daughter's 12 right now. Youngest one is 12. You get it together and keep it together. And that's another thing we have to make sure we're teaching our children. So if they do stray away, they're going to come back. They're going to come back. Like my daughter right now, my oldest daughter, she is doing the same thing at home. And she's texting me and letting me know what's going on at her job and how God is using her at her job. And this is somebody who didn't even believe at one while. 2 years ago, she wasn't believing. Figure it out for herself. And I let her go, gave her to God. I'm pressuring her. I wasn't doing, and she was still in my house. I didn't do that whole, well, in my house, I didn't do none of that. Okay. I'm going to let you figure it out for yourself. I'm still going to love you. And right now, what is she doing? Allowing God to use her on her job. That's what I'm saying. We operating your gifts. If you have your gifts, don't be embarrassed about them. Don't be ashamed. Teach your children not to be ashamed of their gifts. Teach them to operate in their gifts. If you are a woman, cover your man. Even if you're not married, all that. If y'all ain't married, you know. Because if you have a man, you need to be covering him, because you shouldn't be with nobody if you're not tending to be married to that person. And even if you don't have a man, you should already bring your spouse. So by the time he make it to you, he already where he needs to be. Period. Y'all, we got to get it together. Like, I wish I had mindset. I'm telling y'all, I wish my mama would have been like me. For real. I wish my mama would have been like me. With me like I am with my kids, like with the Bible and stuff, buying and buying, all that. Like, I have a different Bible for my kids. Like, I literally have 3 Bibles, and I'm writing in all 3 of my Bibles. I got to get one more. So my kids, I have a Bible for each one of them. So they will have writing, when I'm gone, like where I have wrote in the Bible, where they can see, and I'm putting a date and all that. Like, y'all, we have to show our children how to have a relationship with God too. Like, a lot of times we just take them to church, if we even take them to church, but we're not showing them how to have a relationship with God. We're not showing them that. Yeah, we have them going to church, and our grandkids too. But we have to how to actually have a relationship with God. Yeah, some of them will be mad. I don't care. Be mad. Read the Bible. It's okay. And then they say, don't force. Yep, I am going to force you. I'm going to force you when you get older, if you choose to stray away, you can choose to stray away. But trust me, you come back because of what I instilled in you as a child. Which one of these eyes, y'all? No, I forgot. I can talk so much, but yeah, because what I instilled in you as a child. No, we ain't gonna force. Yeah, yes we is. Like I used to do Bible study with my kids every Wednesday, and I stopped. I gotta start back doing that. I have to start back doing that. We have to make sure that we're raising them up the correct way, y'all. It's like so much just talk about God and what we're supposed to be doing for hours and hours and hours. Like I really allow God to take me wherever He needs me to be. I was really just coming on here to cook, and then all of this just started happening all of a sudden. But y'all, we have to get our kids involved in the Lord's word, like we really, really do. I'm gonna put y'all over here because I'm finna use the air fryer. We really have to get our kids involved in the Lord's word and build that, so that they build that relationship with God and they know how to have a relationship with Him. They know how to do all this other stuff. Why not? They can do all the things that they shouldn't be doing. Why not have a relationship with God? Am I right or wrong? Why not have a relationship with God? You know how to do all this other stuff. If they babies, they know how to click on your phone and do all this stuff. They preschool, they know how to call people and do. I mean, come on, play games and all that. Okay, teenagers, they know how to do everything that grown-ups know how to do. Okay, so get in the Bible. You should know how to read. You should know how to pray. And that's not on them. That's on the adults. That's on the parents. And even the grandparents. The parent and us grandparents, we can do it. You know? Am I making sense, y'all? I hope I'm making sense. These are my potatoes, y'all. I'm gonna put them in this air fryer. I hope I'm making sense for y'all because, baby, we got to get these kids together. We got to get ourselves together. Ain't just the kids. We put together too because, shoot, I know I can be off at times. I'm not perfect. I can be thrown off just like I said. I need to get back on doing Bible study with my kids. I do. I was doing Bible study and I stopped. And ain't nobody's fault but mine. Nobody's fault but mine. I need to be using my big air fryer, but it be cutting off my pound kitchen. Cause I ain't gonna even be able to put the honey on one of these. They turn all over to the side and stuff. But it ain't nobody's fault but mine that I ain't doing the Bible study with them no more. It's God convicting me of it because I keep thinking about it over and over and over again. The Bible study, I keep thinking about it. I'm gonna have to melt this honey. I gotta use it. I want to use my other honey because this honey is so thick, but I got ain't wasting nothing. I'm gonna put some cinnamon on it and some honey. Dang it. Oh, that's good. Do I have anybody on? I just got one person. We're finna get ready to get to call. I think I've been on, how long? Oh, I don't, do it tell us how long? Oh yeah, we've been on almost an hour. That's right. Okay, y'all, we finna get off. We have already did the rice. I gotta just do the shells and brownies. I need to do the brownies. I do. And that's it. So allow God to be the navigation of your life. Um, as for we will serve the Lord. Yeah. Um, allow God to be the navigation of your life. He will not steer you wrong. I love you, but most importantly, He does. See y'all later.